Hello, TinyQ fans. So I think this is my first from the Uno series, which I think is a lower grade version than the Pro series. But let's find out. I've never seen this packaging before. It's just a cardboard box, and it's a pullback toy with rubbery tires. This guy's got some chrome headlights, elasticated mirrors, and some storage boxes with some fish. Toy East is the parent company, so they make a bunch of other scale models, realistic ones as well. And then a QR code if you're interested in that. Alright, let's take a knife to this guy. Maybe I don't need a knife. Alright. I got this off the actual website, tinyq.com. I can't recall if it costs less or more than the Pro series, though. I don't really need the fancy Pro box anyways, or the metal bases that Pros have, because I really don't see a need for metal bases on these things. Choro-qs don't have metal bases, and they'll last 40 years, no problem. Alright, so let me get this out of the way. And seems like this little bag of accessories. Okay. So these are some, boxes with some fish. Simple enough, I guess. So here's a Isuzu N series from, what did the box say, 1993. Yeah, alright. So you notice the grill on this one's a little bit different. That one's got a chrome strip. Maybe this is aftermarket. But this picture, it looks pretty close, right? Yeah, I would say that's pretty much it. This one has a different type of grill. So maybe a different year or a different country. I think these are sold in all different countries, these Isuzu Elves. The box says just N series, but I think they're known as Elfs, ELF. Okay, so this whole back end is so chromed. It's chromed plastic. It's crazy how shiny it is. I'm going to try to hold it at an angle that doesn't blind the camera or my eyes. I don't know if this is a sticker or a tampo print, this graphic, but it's pretty cool. It's a seafood company. I don't know what that text means, though. And then it's got black wheels here. And I've seen these, I think, before, but silver versions. And then there's a little side step here. Door handle's black. The canopy here, I don't know if it's see-through or not. It seems to be totally opaque, but I've been mistaken in the past before about that. Nice headlights as usual from TinyQ. Big, thick, clear lenses. Good separation of the clear and the orange blinker, and then there's a shiny thing behind it, so that's what really gives it depth. Alright, some black paint here, a texture in black paint there. The Isuzu and the Elf are printed very nicely. There's some raised molded in wiper blades, and then these mirrors are rubbery, like Mini GT does, so that's very cool. If you drop this, there's a good chance the mirror's not going to break off, so that's great. Okay, so there's some sort of wing deflector here, and then some sort of air conditioning unit here for keep that stuff cold inside. This side looks the same as the other side. Let's go to the bottom here. So this is a plastic base, and it does say N Series 93. No ability to steer, so that's something that the Pro Series does do. So that I can then understand why you might want to get a Pro. If you want to pose it, in a cooler position, and or if you actually play with these things. These are all, wind back toys. You can actually have the thing go in a circle. I don't really do any of that stuff, though. And yes, here the windshield is actually smoked glass. So, but from the outside it looks like it's black. Okay, well, the top of this thing is just chromed. You can totally, it's a reflector, it's a mirror. Alright, so now the doors here. Well, before I get to the doors, it's interesting. The steps here bowed outwards on both sides. It seems intentional. I don't know if that's actually accurate to the real truck or not, but they did it. Unfortunately, it's a blank license plate. It'd be nice if it said something there. Like Elf or something, or just a fake license plate number. So again, very chrome finish here on the doors, and then it's nice to see it's got these little molded in pegs or whatnot. Although I probably shouldn't pull on those, I think they'll snap off. They're very thin. I think those will snap off if you pull on them. Okay, so there's just a more chromed inside. Look at that. It's even chromed way in there, so that's very impressive. This is just black plastic. So I guess you're supposed to just, you know, store some seafood in there. I think it would have been cool if there was like a piece that came out, like one of those conveyor belt things, the roller belts. But anyways, this is not the high-end TinyQ, so I guess we should be happy it even has some sort of cargo. I gotta say, this truck is really nice. I mean, the graphics are well printed, and then the paint job on all this plastic is really good, if it is a paint job. I don't know if it's just the raw plastic, because on the inside it's just as pink. Maybe this is just raw plastic, but so smooth that it looks like it's painted. I don't know. Or maybe they just clear coated the plastic. Hard to say, but it just looks nice however they did it, so very good. I do know that this chrome plastic will scratch very easily, so you don't ever want to take a paper tissue to this, because paper is abrasive. You only want to use like a microfiber kind of thing. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple other toy cars here and compare. I don't have any 1/64 scale service vehicles because they're just too big to collect. That's why I enjoy these deformed ones. Here's a A-Team van from Greenlight. So you'll see, you know, an A-Team van would be smaller than a delivery truck, I think, in real life. But this thing's so foreshortened that I can almost fit two in the space of one of these. So again, that's why I collect this stuff. Alright, if for some reason you want to maybe put it next to a car, from the front view, that actually looks, you know, they look relatively to scale. It's only in the side view that things start to get a little weird, right? Okay, let's get these out of here. So for choro-qs, I have this police box truck. It's more of a, it looks like an ambulance though. And then I have this fire brigade truck. It looks like an armored truck. Cabin wise, yeah, it looks pretty big actually, the Elf. I don't think the Elf is a full-size truck. I think it's actually like a small-size truck. It's, you know, for small Asian roads. It's not like a Peterbilt or a Mack truck, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna get this out. And I do have this truck here by TinyQ. It's a more modern Isuzu, I believe. And it's a advertising experience truck of some sort. But it as well has the rubbery mirrors, although they're casted differently, and then a totally different front end, and you know, it's just neat. I like these things. All right, let's get these guys out. Let's put one of these cartoon characters up here. Yeah, that actually seems pretty good. Alright, so yes, I'm quite happy with TinyQ. So even though this isn't one of their higher end ones, you know, without the metal chassis or the steering function, if you can live without those two things, it looks pretty darn good from the top part of the model, right? So I'm quite happy. Do these mirrors have silver paint? Oh, look at this, I didn't even notice. But these rubbery mirrors actually have silver paint on the back side, so that's very nice. That's better than Mini GT. Alright. So it does actually lead to a question of value when it comes to normal 1/64 scales. I don't think this costs that much. I think it costs about $11 or $12 if I had to guess. So that is like mini GT territory. But mini GTs do have an interior, but this has a wind-up motor. Maybe it balances out the amount of effort from each brand. Mini GTs always have clear taillights, and that I haven't seen from TinyQ. So I guess it falls in line. This is a pretty good value when it comes to toys, I think. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you the next time I get another one of these trucks from TinyQ.